Here we've got a 2021 Nexus. Hold on a second. What is this called again? Triumph. Nexus Triumph. I don't know a ton about Nexus, except I don't know what that means. It means it's coming off. So Nexus is, I wonder if they're owned by Thor. Thor's like taking over. They bought Tiffin. This feels kind of like leather, but I don't think it is. Looks a lot like leather. It's pretty. It's kind of faded. Looks like used leather. You know, like good leather after it's been used a while. Kind of gets these little wrinkles in it. That is not this. This is... So this is a Super C. I don't feel like there's a lot to show you. That's not like very great wood. It looks good. I don't have a high opinion of it so far. Nexus sort of seems like another word for Thor. No idea how. Like, it feels sturdy. I like the double. Then you tap on it like this. It looks pretty until you touch it too much. It wiggles. I don't love this. Like, this screams I don't have a lot of money and I'm trying to look like I do. But that's like the person who came up with their logo. So I don't know if that's what they're trying to do. This is not stone. So by far, the coolest thing about this is going to be the chassis. Not quite residential. I'll get to the chassis in a second. Leave my ADD alone. That looks nice. That'll turn into a bed. This will probably flip into a bed. Most of them do. Yeah, but the flipping part is going to be kind of weird. These are just cushions that sit. I don't know. It's definitely a futon. Those cushions are connected. This is a bed. I love this wood paneling here. Also, the TV is a Maxa? I've never heard of it. Coolest thing by far is the chassis. It's an international chassis. Diesel. All under the hood there, so it's a diesel puller. Safety stuff. Very fancy. You've got the stove top. Nothing underneath. The bed, shower. So aside, whoa, this is terrible. This is like 100%. I don't like this. Is not quality. Look at this. I feel, why even put up a half a wall thing like this if you're gonna do it like that? Like, yeah, it's like this weird plaster paint stuff. This is ridiculous. This is super cheap too. So yeah, needless to say, I don't have, like, I'm not gonna recommend this to you. 100% Forest Rivers, Super C. On, like, I think it's called a Dynamax is better than this. I always forget to turn on the power. Don't know what it costs. I honestly, they're gonna sell a certain amount of these if you get it for the right price. It's like anything's a good deal if you get it for the right price. But not this one. I can't. That's dirt. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of dirt. I mean, I like the woodwork. It looks good. It's not maybe gonna stay like that forever. It's not super thick. And the headboard, it's alright. This is a Scepter TV. The shower, this is gonna be plastic on this. This. You're gonna have plenty of space. Like, it doesn't matter how tall you are. But can I recommend it in good faith? No. It's probably gonna fall apart. The pop outs might not break, they're not huge. Right? I would think on a Super C like this, like so it can tow 15,000 pounds. I'm not sure what the carrying cargo weight is. I always kind of get confused about how that actually works, but my guess is the pop-outs are probably going to be more durable just because there's not as much weight on them. I like the way the leather or pleather, whatever it is, looks. If you like maybe the cons are that it's going to feel like you're kind of driving a semi-truck. I'll hop out real quick and show you. Walk around. I kind of like this even, though it's not glass. Yeah, look at that. Ta-da! Da, 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 da. What's the MSRP? Because they sealed the paperwork. I don't know what it goes for. This is Rev Group, though, I think. So Rev Group, I would say, is right up there with Thor. Yeah, I mean, these are not like, the best quality things. It's nice weather. Yeah, check it out. It's a Triumph by Nexus with a gold T. 33-foot layout is TSC. Look at that. These feel cheap. Seriously. They raise. There's stuff like that. It does go the whole way through. So you've got that. I don't hate this stuff because once it gets wet, it doesn't mold. It goes all the way through. Decent amount of storage. I like the way these doors close because even though they're cheaper, as in less durable, right? Like they're not anything different than entry-level doors. That goes the whole way through. I like that. They feel pretty sturdy because they've got two, so it's gonna pop up real quick. Let's see what the TV on this is. This is a Naxa 2. Maybe I don't know TV brands very well. Also, there's no speaker stuff. That's really light, not in a good way. Also, you can see them. Can you see those move? Like the whole thing, it's about to fall apart. That's super cheap. I'll be surprised. Like, look at that. Yeah. Your kids will ruin that in a minute. So you've got this sweet RV. I mean, look at it. Look at it from the front here in a second. It's just all the parts are really cheap. Why would you do that? Gonna have to pull it out. Yeah, like what is that? And it's gonna come with all these weird markings on it. This is going to a general RV. Got all these things. Yeah, that's terrible. Like, I have no idea what that is, but I'm tired of touching stuff. I just don't see why you wouldn't make this whole thing really sturdy. I mean, price, right? It's a trick. So my guess is that this is a Super C for entry level price point. But also, so this is not attached securely. Can you see how that? Oh, and 6,000 is probably good enough. I guess that's another reason they didn't put very much, like the power, the stuff inside only requires a 6,000. Def fluid. So it's a little bit obnoxious. I wonder how many of these things they put out a day. You got some tape there. I don't know what that's about. It's a Cummins diesel on a international chassis. I'm an international harvester. So the front is beautiful. I mean, it's a nice truck. It's just not quite as high end as it looks. Yeah, then up here we've got batteries. Like, everything just feels so thrown together. Like, are these even? They're strapped down with a. Seriously? Yeah, it's nonsense. That goes the whole way through, we can't complain about that. So yeah, that's the walk around. The Nexus Triumph. Honestly, if you're looking at this, I would look at pretty much anything that's not from Rev. Look at Forest River, their Dynamax. My guess is that they'll be way more expensive, but probably worth it in the long run. Because it seems like you're just gonna have a lot of stuff break on this. That whole wall by the shower is gonna come off. So it's totally up to you. With an RV, my thought is don't go cheap. You can find a good deal. That's one thing, but like this is something you can't really skimp on because it's gonna fall apart and not work. And then you're gonna be out 200 grand instead of having spent 400 on, look, and I mean, I get it. That's a ton of money for a house on wheels. But a lot of these cheaper RVs literally aren't worth it. Like you'll not be in them anyway. And so consider that. Also read all of the warranty. Locked myself out. Well, I'll get the price and put it in the video description or something. We'll see ya.